Hello my friends, how are you today? I'm Andreas from Motorfanatics, and today we do a lot of things. First of all, let's grab some fresh batteries, not the small ones, come on, yes exactly, the bigger ones. Today, guys, is pretty much unscripted and unplanned. I've got several small, minor things to do in a workshop. I can do easily without Adrian. For example, checking the new battery packs, and yay, they do work. Don't look straight into the light. Go, second one. It's easier touchable as well. Yes, that did it again. That should do the trick for now. We will do several things. First of all, like we already did, test the lights. They do work. Next thing is make a little bit of space. White lens sticker. Make a little bit of space for unpacking or unboxing the newest edition parts, tools, paints and whatnot. Don't even know what's inside yet. It's a box inside another box. Boxception. Here we go. That should be my order of filler primer. Colomatic 1K fill primer. Yes, primer filler. That's correct. Actually, we have started on the front suspension. That's why it's all over in pieces here on the table. But unfortunately, we still have another issue left with our engine bay paint job, if you remember it. Unfortunately, we have to do a little touch-up job on our engine bay paint job. As you can see, we still have got a little bit of sanding and painting to do. Not much, but it has to be done, so why don't do it now? That's exactly what we're gonna do now. God knows why, but I feel like I have done this before. Actually, it feels like I've done this before many times over. First of all, get rid of all the obvious big flakes. Box cutter should work fine. So, changing from box cutters to 120 grit. degreaser. Lesson learned, always spray your degreaser on the towel and then clean the part. Do not spray directly onto the part, or else you may have puddles you may overlook, and on those, obviously, paint won't adhere very well. How do I know? Don't ask. Pro tip, it wasn't common sense that I know now that I shouldn't do that. It was a lesson, it was a lesson learned the hard way. Not the funny way. Not at all. Here we go. We are going to leave that for Adrian to paint because he has a far steadier hand than me. And I want him to do some work too. Unfortunately, guys, we had to stop filming yesterday because of the neighbor's kids. You couldn't hear a damn word I was saying. But today arrived another parcel, which we're going to open up there. Let's go. Most of the time I don't take you guys up here because there's not much to see and the lighting is subpar. But now we're gonna work on this problem with this little thing here. Like I said, more often than not we had lighting issues with empty batteries or with insufficient lights. With this little care package of our friends at Nua, I hope these issues are over. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Let's turn it around. If you guys are wondering, this is actually the table or the corner where we put our camera stuff before filming, where we assemble all the camera stuff, like the mic, camera, gimbal and all those shenanigans. Here we go. That looks much better. That's a light stand. Next try, as I was saying, to improve the lighting situation, and we might as well immediately assemble all the stuff. A semi-truck just drove in the driveway right when I started recording. So much for an easy recording session today. Where was I? Jeez. The lights. Number one. Here we go. That looks promising. The first question is, do they run with only one battery? Yes, they do. Okay, takes a little bit of time. And for us, pretty much important, color temperature, adjustable for white balance. Can never have enough cable ties. That should be enough. So While I'm untangling all the wires here, let's reassess what we've done in the video today. We worked on the engine bay, the last paint issues. We unboxed the filler primer. We unboxed and built, oh, wrong side, those awesome newer lights. Stage lights, photo lights, whatever you want to call them. We might take a closer look onto our Aragosta coilover pack, or set of coilovers, which unfortunately had, I wouldn't say major issues, but had an unfortunate run-in with rust. And here we've got our disassembled front shocks. As you can see, and like I said, they are disassembled. We disassembled them to make de-rusting and painting the springs easier. If any one of you guys never has seen a disassembled coilover, most of the time it looks like that. Those are the shocks. Those are little dampers that prevent the shock from hitting the insides too hard and damaging itself. Those are just little covers to give the shock shielding from dirt and grime. These are the upper strut bearings, which sit from down below snugly under the strut. There are regularly 2 bolts, which there on this car 2 bolts, which keep it in the strut. Unfortunately, some bolts were missing, but to our luck, those bolts are virtually identical in strength, size and threading to wheel bolts used on certain ATV types. Gotta be lucky sometimes. This is just the top, which sits here, is held in snugly by a nut and keeps the spring compressed, firmly compressed against this part of the coilover. There are those little plastic shims which allow the lower and upper parts which press against the spring to have a little ease in torsion compared to this, which is considerably harder to move. A little bit of plastic, and here we go. I assume nobody wants to see how we go on cleaning those springs. Thought so. Well, that's it already for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked our episode, give it a thumbs up. If you really liked our video content, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and next week we're gonna probably work on a skyline again. So see you next time.